Hey, this applies to 99% of the world. I mean, 99% of the nation, not 98.9. I mean, 99.
Just like that paternity test you took.
Okay, and if you're the 1%, this don't apply to you. But for the rest of y'all, 99%, man, tap in. Boost Mobile coverage nationwide. You apply for this, it's great. Tap in with Boost Mobile.
If you switch over to Boost Mobile right now, you can get an iPhone 15 with crazy camera work.
That is a 48 megapixel camera for $99.99.
That's right, $99.99.
On a 5G network. It's nationwide.
And I'm 99% sure that Boost Mobile just gave us a crazy deal with this promo.
Nah, this is crazy.
You are the father.
It does require credit qualification, ID verification, and an activation on a $60 plan. Taxes are extra, and 5G speeds may not be available in all areas.
But they said it was nationwide.
Just not in your hood. Your neighbor good, though.
Subscribe to our YouTube, Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
Yes, sir, man. We back at it again, man. Another episode of Club 520 Podcast. I'm the host. My name is DJ Wells. Still got my brothers on stage with me. To my left, we got my dog, Bishop Behan out the Pearlies. How you what?
Sad and nasty. What up, Fanatics?
What's happening, Fanatics Fest? Yeah. Yeah. To my right, my dog, Young Nacho, Young Teague. How you what?
I'm chilling. I see you back there, Fred. What's up, man?
What's happening with it? For sure, man. Listen, man, we have Fanatics with it, and we got another wonderful guest, man. Long-awaited guest, man. We are very excited about this episode. Hall of Famer, one of the coldest to do it. We all grew up on his shoes. Pure hooper, man. The one, the only, Mr. T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Big dog, join us on stage. Show some love. Yeah.
Hey. Yes, sir. Mac.
Make my youngin' get up and greet me, man. Turn my mic on in this, man. What up, youngin'?
What's up, bro?
Huh?
What's up, man? You remember you punched me? Let's get this out the way.
Let's just get it out the way right now.
This dude right here, man, he used to play so much, I just wanted to beat his ass, yo. He played too much. He was young, bro. He just played entirely too much, man. I'm trying to get back in the league. This nigga's playing around too much.
I did play around a lot, but
we had to get your side of the story. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides to the story. So do you remember what happened?
Y'all really bleed Teague on that?
He said it really happened.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it for you. So I used to mess with Mac every day, and he used to be like, "Man, shut up! Why you always talking?" Like, so I used to mess with him. So one day we was eating. We was in the thing, and I was sitting back, and he walked up. He was like, "Yeah, mother." I was like, I was hot.
You hit him in his chest.
He probably ain't thinking nothing of it, but I'm like, man, what the? And Marvin like, what you gonna do?
OG initiating a young fella, man. You know
out the game,
that's
man.
my little homie, man.
Yeah, it's
What's
all
up, man?
love.
Y'all doing good things up here, bro. I've been watching y'all.
Man, we trying to, man.
bro.
Long-awaited episode, man. We happy you could pull up, man. Like we said, we all big fans of you for sure, man. Grew up with the T-Max, man. We're going to start first and foremost. We all love the good feet game, and you got some legendary kicks, right? So what's it like? You know what I'm saying? We know how you came into the league, but what's that moment when T-Mac gets his first signature shoe?
It's like that kid, man. You know, we all was a kid playing on the playground, and you was out there with your favorite player hooping in them shoes. And for me, it was MJ's, it was Pips, and then Penny came along, and that's all I wore when I had, opportunity to get some pennies. But then when it came along when I got my shoe, and then it wasn't to the point. I saw my shoe, had it in hand, I wore it. But when you go out in public and you see kids or your fans with your shoe, that's the validation right there. That's like, damn, dog, I made it.
What's crazier, seeing somebody with your jersey on or seeing somebody with the sneaks on?
Nah, the sneaks. Because anybody in the NBA going to have a jersey. But everybody can have them sneaks.
Facts.
Everybody can have their own sig.
That black and blue colorway, crazy.
Yeah.
That OG colorway.
And what's crazy is, you know what I'm saying, you had like iconic moments in your shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying, the T-Mac ones, the all-star moment off the backboard. Like, when you see that, you just see like moments. Like when we look at other people's shoes, we think of moments. So for you to have your first couple of signatures with like crazy moments in them, it just kind of like cemented it all in our minds. I want to ask you, what's your favorite shoe that you designed, or what's your favorite T-Mac shoe?
For me, it's the 3.5, and a lot might not know about the 3.5s. I wore those when I was on a USA team, was a qualifying team, but my 3.5s. But because they don't know, I'll say the T-Mac 3s. The threes was the most, the fire that we still selling to this day.
Yeah, the T-Mac 3s, you know what I'm saying, almost got me a whooping in my household because I asked my mama to buy 2 pairs of shoes so I could mismatch them. And she was like, yeah, we ain't going for that. Most definitely, man. But listen, man, before we get to the episode, we got a gift for you, man. Shout out to Tommy John.
Tommy John.
Tommy John, yes, sir. Be here and tell the people what they need to do for you, sir.
Man, just wear them draws. That's
some
it.
draws?
Wear them draws.
I don't know if they one size fits all.
Nah, they ain't white.
They not thin
Ain't give me no white draws.
Nah, they not thin.
They got the elastic band, the extendo band. Pause.
Come on, man. For today's How It Takes the Ball Handling Matters. Pause. Not on the court, but I'm talking in your draws. Keep your balls handled with Tommy
You see
John.
that little pouch in the front?
Hey, yo.
That's to get him together right there. Yeah. Gray draws is like gray sweatpants. You know the vibes. Shout out to Tommy John.
Hey, hold it up like Will Hunter Son is crazy.
Shout out to Tommy Dunn, bro.
Shout out to Tommy John,
man. You know, we rocking heavy with y'all, man. But you've been going crazy recently, man. We got to talk about it.
Instantly. Oh, you about to say it?
Hey, you brought up, and we ain't gonna get to it, we ain't trying to be messy, but you brought up an Indiana Pacers legend, man,
Yes,
one of
sir.
the coldest to lace up at the
Yes,
PG
sir.
for the Pacers, our dog Jamal Tinsley.
Yes, sir.
We
For
heard
sure.
the back and forth conversation about Kyrie. That's cool. We ain't gonna get to that. But it's dope to hear players, especially who is around, show love to people who don't get like recognition all the time.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that was the sole reason for me saying that.
Yeah.
I know, trust me, I know basketball, bro.
Yeah.
And I know Kyrie is the best when it comes to handles. There's 2 of my best, and I'm on record of saying this. It's Kyrie and it's Skip to my old teammate.
Right,
Them the two best, like, for me.
Okay.
But yeah, when I get an opportunity to highlight somebody that's in my generation of basketball, my era, I'm going to take the time to do that. The thing is, people don't know my agenda when I said that.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I expect that reaction.
Yeah.
And it's the reaction that I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm highlighting somebody. Like, when you look at Jamal Tinsley, bro, people, and comparing him to Kyrie, yeah, they're going to laugh at that. But you go and really see what that motherfucker did when he was a rookie, it ain't too many cats that had 23 assists when they was a rookie. So, although you might laugh that he's not compared to Kyrie, he's still somebody you can learn to and appreciate his game. So using Kyrie was my main goal. You got to use somebody like that. And then the trigger words is, yeah, he better. He got better handles, right? It's the internet game, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I did. So shout out to Jamal Tinsley, man. Now these young
for
fellas
sure.
know who he is.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. Like, looking in the crowd and you still see people with T-Mac jerseys and stuff like that. What is that like? Because I don't never see a Teague jersey.
Ain't nobody got the 55 Boston.
I don't never see a Teague jersey. But, like, to see that, like, what's that like?
You know, Teague, man, I it's love, bro. You know, and I don't take it for granted. I appreciate every time I see somebody with a T-Mac jersey on, anything T-Mac, you know. Even 12 years after being retired, that shit still does something to me because I appreciate that. I appreciate their appreciation of me, and I'm always going to show love.
Facts. That's the best one right there.
Which one?
That pinstripe one right here, the buddy.
The pinstripes was tough.
I was going to ask you the next one. What's your favorite jersey? Because you got a lot of iconic jerseys. You know what I'm saying? You got the Raptors, you got Orlando, you got Houston. What's your favorite jersey?
Me, that purple Raptors jersey is fire.
Ah, yeah.
I'm talking about, like, out of all jerseys, that purple Raptors is fire.
The rookie year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's that one. Hotels in Vegas might be booked solid this weekend, but it's one vacancy left. That's right. It's going to be filled at UFC 317. A new lightweight champ will be crowned.
Grab your old crown at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official betting partner of the UFC.
You know what's going on, man? Tuparia takes on Charles Oliveira to fill the vacant men's lightweight title as a headliner of the International Fight Week.
First time betting on DraftKings on a UFC fight. All you got to do is pick one of the fighters. It's easy. It's an easy win. If you're new to DraftKings, all you got to do is bet $5. New customers, if you bet that $5, you get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Listen, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use that code CLUB520. That's right, code CLUB520 gets you $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5.
Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Now, you look at today's NBA, right? A little bit of a difference between you play a little bit more freedom. We got the finals going on right now, Game 7, OKC Pacers. I want to ask you, if you could play for either one of those teams right now, Where are you pulling up to?
Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana. I mean, I first of all, they got a freaking great coach. You know, Rick Carlisle is probably one of the best basketball minds in the game right now, and we're seeing that every night. But I like their cohesive. They don't have a superstar, so I like that cohesive. I like that they do it by committee and integrate somebody like me that could get buckets consistently with what they already have. Great shooting. You got great penetrators, and add someone that could get buckets. I like my chances.
Most definitely. And you got both those teams, obviously, with all-stars, superstars, and you have a lot of role players. Do you see the league gravitate more towards that? Because I know back in y'all day, you had the hierarchy was a little bit different. You had like 2 or 3 guys took a majority of the shots. Everybody kind of filled their roles. Now with both these teams, you got somebody off their bench who can go shoot 6 threes, and it's all gravy.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it because in today's game, there's a lot more hoopers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's not guys that just do one specific thing, right? One thing that's really great. You got these guys, man, they can score on both sides of the body. They can do a multitude of things on the basketball court coming off your bench. When I played, shit, you had somebody that, he's only a guy that can shoot in the corner. That's it. Like, you just stationary pieces. Now you could interchange with these type of players that's playing the game today.
I like how you said that. Would you think your game, obviously you could score in bunches, you could score any kind of way. You think your game would have translated better now than it did back then? I mean, yeah.
Come on, Teague.
I'm being real. I mean, you average. So you probably would have averaged 40?
I'm not going to be arrogant and say 40. In my mind, yeah, I feel I can score 40.
I mean, what
but
you
realistically,
like 32?
I think Shea averaged 32 this year in a wide open league, a wide open game. I averaged 32 when that shit was tight.
Yeah.
Score was 78 to 80. You see what I'm saying? And I only shot like 4 or 5 threes. Put me in today's game where I can shoot 8 to 10 threes, and I'm going to get to the free throw line because I'm going to get to my spots.
That's damn near a 40 piece.
He probably would average 40.
That might be a 40 piece.
And you had that mid-range. I remember when we was in Atlanta, you used to shoot the midi. You used to, he probably averaged 40. I'm thinking about it like 32 back then. You probably going to average 40.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy game now, bro. You defensively, now they want to try to add the physicality to it, but if you can't touch me when I got the ball in my spot, like you got to back up and give me, I'm gonna shoot right up. I ain't even got to put the ball on the floor. I'm gonna shoot right in your face.
People don't realize how tall you are.
Yeah, you like 6'10".
Nah,
ain't no way. Unless you got some heels on him.
Y'all know they had me guard him one time when he was in Detroit.
Did you lock his shit up?
Hell no. He went straight to the block. They just pick him up full court.
Smart man. I couldn't move really.
You said. I got out the game all quick and shit.
Now, the game? Who y'all got? Who y'all got in the game?
Oh, Pacers.
OKC.
Pacers.
I want the Pacers to win now, but
is that the biased answer? You from Indiana?
Yes, sir.
He a diehard Pacer fan.
Okay, my fault. All right. Why? Well, tell me why they gonna win.
Why we gonna win?
Yeah. How are you gonna win? Tell me that.
How we gonna win? So when this drops, you know what I'm saying, we'll already be raising the banner. So give me my props. What I liked in Game 6 from Rick Carlisle is the second half when he went away from the full court pressure and we just got it to him in a half court setting. We doubled a lot heavier, congested the lanes.
Yeah.
It saved our role players because we need everything, right?
Yeah.
We don't have the most talented team, but we play the hardest.
Yeah.
We conserved some energy, made some shots at home. I feel like we can carry that over to OKC.
I feel if they do it by committee, like if the committee struggles, Siakam is going to have 35 to 40 points, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
to
sir.
even be in the game. And then the committee can add to that. But if Siakam hovers around the 15 to 20, everybody else, the other guys got to be in that same realm for them to have a chance to win this. But I got a prediction. I think because the Game 6 was so subpar by Shea and Jalen, I think they're going to have a Kyrie, LeBron type moment in Game 7. I feel like we're going to have that moment in Game 7.
Now, I don't have too much doubt, but that did scare me. I'm like, we put belt to our ass in Game 6. They going back to OKC, the role players, them game sliders is up. Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight for sure.
Sure.
But all the pressure on OKC, though.
No doubt. It is.
So
that's why Indiana has to hit first. They have to hit second. And it's got to maintain that throughout the whole game. It can't be no slippage where you get down 10, 12, Because when that slippage come, your ass might be in trouble.
Yeah.
What's your take on Tyrese being a superstar?
I don't think he's a superstar.
Oh, shit.
Superstar?
No, they killed me when I said it. Oh, man. I can't walk around Indianapolis.
Nah. He no superstar. He's not a superstar. I think he's a really good basketball player on a really good basketball team, coached by a really brilliant basketball mind. Superstar.
He won a championship in Indiana. He deserves a banner and a statue.
We're not saying he, huh? You said a statue?
Yeah. Give Tyrese a statue if he wins.
I disagree with
Superstar
that.
playoff run.
He having an unbelievable playoff run.
But in this series right here, he's been unbelievable.
No, I'm just saying his playoff run.
His run to get him here.
It's been a great run.
Yeah.
I'm
But
statue
now we're
worthy.
playing for the chip though.
And if I win, I deserve a statue.
Even though
a trophy.
even though you're probably like the 4th or 5th best players in this series.
Who?
Hooters
Pascal been the best for the Pacers.
You
Not
said
to
the
be
4th or
skilled.
5th best player?
in this series.
No, he's number 2.
In this series?
Yes, it's Shea, Tyrese, Pascal.
Nah.
You from Indiana too?
Yeah.
I see. All right. It makes sense. It makes sense. No, Ty is a you know what's crazy? Ty, for him to be so good, I identify him when I look at Magic Johnson play basketball. I see Tyrese a little bit.
Okay.
Well, here's what I mean by that. When you watch Magic play, dominant right-hand player, dominant. You don't really see them do too much on his left side of their body.
Yeah.
Tyrese is the same way. If you only could be dynamic on the right side and you got 2 killers that can play both sides all over the court, you think you're going to beat me being dominant on one side? So for Tyrese to be great, Tyrese going to have to, if you're going to have 4 points, damn it, you got to accumulate for your team at least 40 points.
I got
That has to be the accumulation.
Okay.
You can't have 4 points and only accumulate like 12 points for your game.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be a superstar, I'm fine with 4 points, but give me 15 assists.
Gotcha.
Give me 8 rebounds.
Gotcha.
That right there to me is like a Jason Kidd. That's that's having an imprint and you don't have to score that much.
Gotcha.
But you can't give me 4, 7, 6. Nah, fam. Nah.
I respect it.
T-Mac, when I'm banking on this, 2 years ago, they tried to make their jokes about Jaylen Brown. They're saying his left hand isn't the strongest. But you know what he did? He went and got paid and got a chip. They always talk about Tyrese he ain't got no left hand. He ain't going left. Cool. Don't even got to have a left hand to raise that banner up. Keep killing.
Speaking of Jaylen Brown, I know that's like your little brother. Is like, who reminds you of you in the league right now? Like me, only person I really see that kind of remind me of you is like Kevin Durant. The way y'all score the ball is really kind of similar.
That's really it. I mean, it ain't too many.
I used to think Paul George, but then when I watch PG, y'all kind of a little different. But
Why?
like you and KD, y'all do the rocker, hang, dribble, pull up.
Why PG? What?
He was a little more like pinned down, catch and shoots. He tried to be funny. He tried to be funny.
Hey, T-Mac pod today.
He tried to be funny. See, I'm trying to be cool.
Hey, T, I fuck with
I like that.
I fuck with T. That's a game.
I like that. I like that.
You fried. But speaking of comparisons, some of the youngsters coming up, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of comparisons for Ace Bailey to say, best case scenario, he could be close to Tracy McGrady. How you feel about that?
I like Ace Bailey's game. I actually went and see him play this year. The kid has tremendous upside. Smooth, about 6'7", 6'8", got a nice shot. Tough shot maker. You got to be a tough shot maker. If you want to be compared to me, you got to be able to make tough shots. And I think he's going to be able to develop in that. Creativity off the dribble needs to get better, but he has the potential.
Most definitely. Obviously, we know you went straight out of high school to the league. With the NIL situation now, we know you do a lot of mentoring, you around these kids. What's the advice that you give them now with, you could possibly make more money going back to school than being a first-round pick?
You saying what would I do?
Oh, I know what you do. But I'm saying, what advice do you give the youngest?
Man, honestly, I think you got to have people around you that understands finances.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because giving high school kids, $2-5 million, that's tough to have for them on their mental. I was 18 years old coming out of high school, signed a $12 million deal, but I still kept my drive. Like, I didn't let that affect where I wanted to go with my game. And I think a lot of these kids now, man, I'm hearing them, it's like they feel like they made it when they get their money, bro. It takes a little bit of that drive away.
Yeah.
And I don't think these kids have that same type of drive or, you know, enthusiasm to reach the highest level of basketball within themselves. You know what I'm saying? When they get this money, I think they lose a little bit of that. And it's strong and important that they have people around them that can understand the money and what to do with it, but also keep them level-headed and keep them focused on the task at hand, and that's improving as a basketball player, because you're nowhere near where you're going to be in 5 to 10 years.
Most definitely. And you talk about this all the time because Teague is a coach right now. The NIL, it looks good, but it could stunt your growth where you get this money now, you could jeopardize the money later. But it's crazy how y'all talk about it as professionals, but they take advice from other people who ain't even got to that level yet.
Yeah, it's like they forget the main thing. Like, the goal is to make it to the NBA. Like, that's the goal. I tell all the kids that I come in contact with, like, okay, you can get this money. That's great. You can help your family right now. But the goal is to make it to the league. Like, $2 million, believe it or not, it go kind of quick.
It ain't a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
I used to think people was crazy when they said that. And I'm like, $2 million? You crazy. That'd be good for life. But in that world, it goes kind of quick, though.
Yeah. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Then when you run out your money, then your family looking at you like, what's next?
Yeah.
Now you done fucked your whole self up and your career. So I get it.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing is they take care of everybody else with that money. They stressed out. Now they don't get no more money.
It's scary, man. It's a scary situation, you know what I mean? Because these guys are so fragile, and it's glorified on social media, so that's all they see.
Yeah.
They're consuming all this information via social media, and they think, damn, I'm getting this money. Like, I got a lot of money in my pocket. I'm rich now. Nah, bro. You ain't nowhere near that. You could blow that shit tomorrow.
Most definitely. Now, you talked about you came into the league at 18, you know what I'm saying, got you some chicken. We know you're responsible, but what was your first, like, wild out purchase? It was like, all right, I'm on that today.
My first wild out purchase, honestly, my wife. Like, because, listen.
Hold on, look back, Mac. Now look.
Let me explain.
All right.
Let me explain. Let me explain. So, y'all niggas is crazy.
Because we.
Act like you ain't. You married?
Yeah.
Yeah, you broke bread. Yeah, you broke bread. So,
Pay what you weigh.
Now, let me tell you. So, I always, like, Biggie was my favorite artist back then. And Biggie used to talk about Lexus Land Cruiser.
Okay.
So, I always wanted a Lexus Land Cruiser, bro. So, when I graduated high school, I drove to Raleigh because I was in Durham, North Carolina. I drove to Raleigh. I'm at the Lexus dealership looking to get my Land Cruiser. I see this female that's the receptionist. I was like, damn. So I had to go talk to her to see what's up. After that, this is the time where before the draft, I'm driving, I'm going around touring all my teams, man. So I got connected with her. The Bulls are playing. We go to dinner, watching the NBA Finals. I felt like this is gonna be my wife, bro. I'm traveling from city to city, calling her on my flight, checking in. That's when they had phones on the plane, so I'm swiping my credit card, calling this woman. This was 1997, fam. It's what, 2025? Still married.
That's fine.
4 kids later. So, yeah. My closest
Great investment.
Yeah, y'all can make some noise for that.
The best.
Love.
Great
The
investment.
best.
Great investment.
Was my wife.
Damn, 97. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
97, dog.
How old was we? 10?
97. How old were you?
I'm 37.
97, I was 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was 10. About to be 10.
Now I gotta ask a question. Did you still buy the car?
I still bought the car, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Where is it at now?
Oh, I sold it. Nah, that's, man, that motherfucker probably crushed somewhere in the junkyard.
I wanted to ask you, did you and Vince ever have any one-on-one matchups?
Nah.
Never?
Nah, we didn't.
Tell me about your one-on-one league, man. How that started?
So I started my one-on-one league in 2022, and it's really just based off of my story and how I got to where, you know, I ended up being 1996. junior high school, one of the best players in Central Florida. No one really knew about me and outside of my region.
Yeah.
This guy from Adidas comes to my high school, and he has a camp that wants me to attend this camp. I go to ABCD. We all know about the ABCD camp, Lamar Odom, top high school players. I make a name for myself on this platform, right? It's not that anything changed about me. It's just a platform that I got on, and it created, some buzz for me.
Yeah.
I ended up being the #1 player in the country. Well, for these kids out here that is being overlooked, probably had some, turbulent times on their journey to play basketball. Who knows? Somebody in the family probably died. They had to step up as a man and take care of the family. You just don't know what their role was for these cats. Yeah. I wanted to create a platform for those type of dudes that get overlooked. And one-on-one basketball is not for everybody. There's a lot of talent out there, Jeff. There's some cats on your block where you come from, nice as hell at one-on-one.
Yeah.
So, and to me, we all grew up playing one-on-one basketball. That's the pure essence of our sport. So creating that foundation for these guys, that platform, I want to create stars through one-on-one basketball, and that's what OBL is really about, just really giving guys another chance, giving them a hope to live out their dreams.
Well, that's dope, because we all come from places, it's like, such and such could have made it, or such and such could have did this, so for somebody else to have another outlet, maybe not the most traditional route, because you never know what they got going on, but a chance to make it, to feed their families from basketball, that's always a good look for sure.
So check us out. OBL started a YouTube channel. We on our 5-part series right now. We got 4 episodes out, and you can see what I'm doing with these guys, man. I think they appreciate that.
Yeah. We need to come commentate one of them, bro.
Y'all come do it, bro.
For real. I want to come commentate.
Let us come out here and act a fool.
My next one.
I'm for real.
Sure.
We pull up.
All right.
It's on wax.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely, man. Make some noise for T-Mac one time for the one time.
Mac.
Wear them draws, Mac. Them your size, boy. And they ain't thin. And that little pouch.
Can I walk around the beach with them? Walk around the beach?
Well, that's on you.
Sandy. No shirt on, just the drawers.
Oh, you out of pocket.
I don't know.
Respect, man. Shout out to Tommy John. Wearing them boxes for sure, man. One time for
All right,
Boost
man.
Mobile.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing,
Appreciate
fam.
y'all.
Yeah.